Hello,
Yo,
what is happening?
not much. Hold on, I'm just getting set up here.
So I haven't used this at all.
Okay, so the first thing we're gonna have to do is configure your HOTAS because it's. You hear me, right?
Yep.
Okay.
You hear me?
Yep.
Control.
So I'll walk you through the basic HOTAS commands that you need. I'll just basically use my HOTAS as a guide for you. Um, yeah, so almost everything I have binded to my HOTAS is needed. I you probably couldn't get by without it being assigned. So
I've
um,
got um, I've got full access to the keyboard though. Remember, so
you
like
got
a lot of the firing up of the engines and everything, I do on the keyboard.
right. That's fine. So okay. So starting from the top, obviously your gun trigger, second detent, press to shoot. That's going to be your space bar, and that should be your trigger on your joystick, your fire
Hang on,
trigger.
where are we looking at?
Controls FA-18C sim, and then just have it set
Oh,
to.
hang on, yeah, I'm on the wrong. There we go. There we go. Okay, so the first thing I had, at all,
Yeah,
we're
keep it
going
set
just
to see.
yeah.
Keep it set to all, and then just hit the spacebar key, and that'll take you right to the one you need assigned.
Yep.
Okay, and assign
Okay.
that to your basically your trigger, not your bomb release, but your trigger.
Yep. Oops.
Okay, got it.
Yep.
Now your
Oh,
second
none of
one.
this is assigned, is it?
Now you're basically starting
Okay.
from scratch. So the next key that's important will be your right alt space. So press right alt the key and space, and that's going to be your weapon release, and that'll basically be your pickle
Okay.
button.
Pickle button is that's like the
Your
weapon
bomb.
release button. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The pickle button.
That's what they call it.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, so now the trim switch, we'll start off basic and we'll move toward more complex. So your trimmer switch, just go down to the T's, and it should say trimmer switch left wing down, pull, push, right wing down. Assign those to your trim
Hang
hat
on.
that you're going to use to trim the aircraft with.
Okay, so left wing down.
That will be
Yes.
left, so that would,
Yep.
yeah. And then pull
Pull.
should be down. Well,
Well, yeah. My other thing, it's sort of I pull it back.
yeah, it's whatever
Push.
makes
Yeah.
sense to you.
Yeah. And right wing down. Done. Yep.
Okay, now the next two important things are this is going to control your targeting pod zoom distance for right now. I don't really use it. It's the radar elevation control, down and up. Right now, that's set to you actually has multiple. It has a multi-purpose, so you can actually control your radar elevation with it, and you'll also be able to zoom in and out with your targeting pod. Those are very important.
Okay, so I've got like a top hat on the joystick that I would normally use to move the radar around on the F-15. Hang on one second. Pardon me.
That one actually no, that one you want to have as your throttle designator controller. This one is going to be more for so whenever you move the cursor around on your radar to lock up a target, that's going to be something different than the radar elevation.
Okay.
So
Well, mine's
basically,
set to at the moment plus and minus and equals. So
right? Yep.
I might keep them like that, and just if I've got spare buttons at the end, I might use them.
Okay. All right. The next thing that's important, like I was saying, the throttle designator controller. That's very important. That's how you control your radar. That's how you, yeah. So you want to have those assigned.
Pardon me.
That's
Throttle designated control. Okay. Yep.
that's
Got
how
it
you
here
move your
down.
radar, your targeting pod. That's how you actually move. Basically, you operate your systems with. That's very important.
Okay, yeah, that's what I would normally use it on the F-15.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to invest in one of those head-mounted things. Yeah, tracker.
Oh, track IR. You
Yeah.
can get the, like I said, you can get the cheaper one. I forget the name of it. I know I sent it to you. It's the cheaper version. Let me know when you finished with that. Those
Yeah, throttle
bindings.
designators are done.
Okay, now you actually need the D press as well. So do you have the D press?
Yep.
Okay, so that's going to be how you lock something up. Whenever you want
Okay,
to.
I was using. Yeah, I know what button to use there. Yep.
Okay, the next thing
Actually, you
that's
know
going to.
what? That one.
Let
Try
me know.
this one.
Let me know
Do
when
you
you're.
need? Are we going to set a button to go to cannon mode?
Um, Canon, you mean like the
That's
gun?
normal.
Select the gun.
Yeah.
You can set one up. You could also use the MFD to actually push on the OSB button to select the gun. You don't have to have it assigned.
Yeah. All right. I'll use that button. Okay.
Um,
Yep. That one's done. So that's the
Also, what's important is whenever you're landing, the speed brake,
speed brake.
extend,
Extend off.
and
Retract.
the
Retract and off.
yeah. Well, mine's retract and extend. So I mean, I don't know the difference between off and retract, but mine I have set to extend and retract. You can test it out.
Okay.
Which
So off is like to actually. I okay. So B is speed brake off. Okay. The F15 you just sort of turn it on and off.
right. Well, extend and retract is basically on and off. I don't know exactly what off does, but
Yeah.
retract basically is you're turning it off, and extending it is you're turning it on, basically.
Okay. Now, what button do I want to give that to? Sorry, man. Just give me 1 second.
Okay.
About this one. I've got like up and down switches that I suppose to use. All right. So it's up and down. Okay. Yep.
All right. The next two are pretty important as well, especially when dealing with the targeting pod and the harm missiles. So your raid slash FLIR field of view select button. I mean, truthfully, to be honest with you, you don't really need it for the targeting pod because you can select the OSB button, not even on the keyboard. You can use your mouse. So the F-18 is all you can operate the entire cockpit with your mouse. So you can click on the button in the cockpit on the MFD to select your field of view setting. But I think it's important for something. It's important for the harm missile, and not. Let me try to remember. Yeah, so I think that actually switches between targets in the harm missile. But yeah, so you're actually.
So I need to set a button for that.
Well, see, I don't know how many buttons you have. I have a lot of buttons. I want to make sure I
I've
can
still got a few
prioritize.
buttons left. I've still got a few buttons left.
Okay. Something high priority is the sensor control switch. So I would assign all of those, not the D press, but aft, forward, left, and right for the sensor control switch. Try to have those binded.
Okay, so hang on. So what is this going to do? Just so I can visualize it.
That's basically so your sensors have. It's basically a sensor of interest. So if you're wanting to, if you have two sensors, two screens in the cockpit. If you want to control one and not the other one, you can select that one to be controlled.
Okay.
So it's basically gives you the higher priority MFD screen, so you can control that one instead of the other one.
Okay, and this selects which one you're going to be changing. Is that right?
So left,
The left and right.
sensor control switch left would control the left MFD, right would control the right. Aft will control the MPCD on the bottom, because actually there's 3 screens. Sorry, and then forward would turn your sensor of interest to your HUD. I would, if to try to save room for other things, I would just put left and right now. Don't worry about aft and forward.
Okay. All right. Okay, I'll do that. Left. Left. Ah. 1 sec, clear. So I've got these dials on here too, which sort of manually manually program software. All right, we'll just do this for now. I can fine tune it the more.
Yeah, once you get like used to it, you can figure out exactly what you need binded the most. Because I'm not familiar with the keyboard, so you play with the keyboard, so you would know what would be high priority.
Yep. Okay. Next on the list.
Auto throttle controller. That's kind of important. I don't know if you can easily access your keyboard. It might not be that important, but auto throttle keeps your speed at the current speed you want it at. So if you want to link up with me in a formation, I'll tell you my speed. You get to my speed, you hit that button, and it will stay at that speed. That's kind of important.
Switch. Okay. Hang on. So no, it's not under auto. Let me. What'd you say? Throttle.
It's ATC. It's abbreviated ATC. Engage, disengage.
Okay. T. Oh yeah, I can remember T. No, that's
okay.
Good. I can remember that.
Undesignate and nose wheel steer switch. That's important for when you're taxiing. And to undesignate a target on your radar, I would bind that, because if you were doing air to air and you're trying to undesignate a target, so
what is it? Undesignate? Is that?
Yeah, the first word. Yeah, sorry? It's U. It's undesignate. First letter's U.
Okay. Nose wheel steer switch.
Right.
S. So, okay, I was using that as my pinky button.
All right. So yeah, that'll be important, a little bit important, and also, I guess the last one we'll make sure you have is the autopilot nose wheel steering disengage. I use it a lot for the autopilot more than I kind of keep my nose wheel steering on when I take off, because I don't really need to turn it off. It's not sensitive enough to where I need it off, but I usually use it for the autopilot disengage button.
Okay, now I'll remember A for autopilot. That's fine.
All right.
Oh, shit.
Now, before we start, make sure you go into Axis Assign, and you make sure that your throttle is registered properly. You make sure that your stick is registering properly. You see at the bottom there, Axis, kind of like we did when you first started.
Yeah. This is. There it is. Yeah.
Basically, the wheel brake left and right. If you don't have rudder pedals, I would just do the wheel brake entirely. Don't even worry about left or right. Oh, wait a minute. You don't have...
Yeah, W. There we go. Oh, shit.
Wait a minute. Okay, wait. I'm on Axis Assign. So, the only thing you have to worry about with that, you only have a joystick, right? You don't have
a throttle.
Okay, yeah. So Axis Assign, what's going to be your go to the Axis Assign page at the make sure that your throttle, so it's thrust. It's in the T's, thrust. Make sure that is assigned to your throttle. Make sure that it's correct.
It sort of goes both ways.
Yeah, it does. So you'll have it'll go left and then right, etc. Make sure that your pitch and your roll is assigned properly. So, like, go to roll pitch, and then move the joystick to the left and then to the right. Make sure it registers.
Yep, they're all done. They're all done.
Okay, I'm gonna real quick. I gotta edit my mission just to make sure that, because I I have to remove the F-15 and I have to put the F-18. It only takes 2 seconds.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay.
There is way more control.
Oh yeah, well, this is a high fidelity model, dude. You got the shebang now. Okay, F-15.
Same button. Eject's the same button. Good.
Okay, F-18. Client hidden. Put down.
I test. Holy dole. Ejector seat has its own page.
Yep. I'm going to give you a waypoint. Just go to the target. So there's going to be a bombing range, or you know that the range that I set up, I'm going to make sure you have a waypoint that'll guide you there, so it'll be easy for you. Make sure that I name it ground target, so you'll know. So with the Hornet, you can actually bomb ground targets, which is really... I mean, you
haven't been able to do that yet.
Yeah, I know. That's why it'll be really... it'll be really nice for you to be able to do that. Okay. And that's good. We are good to go. Let me save, actually. Yeah, I'm not even
I do have spare buttons. Hang on.
Okay.
And there's just one I want to set. Nav.
Oh yeah, by the way, it's winter time in Georgia, so we're gonna get some snow.
Oh, you lucky bastard.
Well, no, I'm saying it's winter time in Georgia in the country.
Game. Oh, yeah, so it's real time weather.
I mean, it's not exactly real time weather, but I'm trying to simulate it as such. So it's gonna be it's gonna be snowy on the ground, snow on the ground.
1 second, Wesley.
And I'm going to start the server. So whenever you're set.
Where's the I'll worry about it.
What's up?
Just to cycle through the nav points.
The nav, you can do that through the MPCD. You can click on it with a mouse. You don't have to worry about assigning that. You mean your waypoints?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can click on it. You'll see when you get in. You don't have to worry about assigning that to any button at all. Okay. All right, so there's 2 FA-18s. Actually, there's 3 because I have a SAM practice one. Spawn in at the new airplane group 001. It's the 3rd one down, and I'll spawn in on the 1st one. And we will start this puppy up.
Oh, yeah.
And it will be a process.
I better not crash it.
This aircraft has a good flight control system. It has an FCLS, which helps you basically with rudder, with trimming and stuff. So it's easier to fly, pretty much. Okay.
I'm a spectator.
Did you select the role? Go. Oh shit! Wait, let me unpause it just in case that's why. Go to select role. Hit escape. Go to a select role. Make sure that you are.
Oh.
It's the 3rd one down. It's right below the F-16 because I just purchased that one, so I put that in our mission as well. But I'm not going to do that.
No, I can't select the top one.
Oh no, the 3rd one down.
Just new airplane group 001.
Exactly, you got it. Awesome.
Okay. Yep. All right. Cool.
Do you have your? Oh yeah, you'll have to put your skin on whenever you rearm and refuel. There you are. Sweet. I'm to your right. Are you in yet? I can see you.
Yep.
Okay, so the first thing you have a mouse cursor, right? Do you see the mouse cursor?
Yep.
All right. So the first thing you're going to do is come to the right console, the right side, all the way. Stay on the right side, all the way at the top, right below the little. So it'll say battery. Actually, it'll say battery.
Yeah, I see that. I see that.
Right click on that one. And then once you hit that, you're going to see FCES and battery SW on the warning panel there.
Correct.
Now go to your left, all the way to your left, diagonal to the left of the throttle, you're going to see APU. You see APU?
A diagonal left from the throttle.
So basically down
yep,
and to the left.
Yep.
All right, so you're going to left click on the APU. Your APU is going to start. It's going to spool up. Once the light next to it turns green, you're going to do an engine crank. But below that, you're going to right click on the engine crank so it'll go on to the right.
Okay, yep.
Okay. Only when it turns green, do it.
Yep.
Now look at the screen below your left MFD, your left screen. Your engine RPM
yep.
is going to be spooling up at 25. Throttle up to the detent. Right
It's
throttle idle.
25 now.
All right, so bring your throttle, your right throttle up. You know the keybind for it?
No, not the right throttle.
Go into your controls and here, I'll help you. So go to controls. You're gonna look for throttle, starts with a T, and then it'll have parentheses right, and then it'll say dash idle.
Right shift.
So go ahead and go ahead and do that whenever as soon as possible to get your right throttle into the idle detent.
Right shift. What's that? Now, can I manually move the throttle?
No, you have to use the keybind.
Okay, here it says.
Right now the throttles are in the off position. They have to be moved to the idle detent by using the keybind. So you need to move the right throttle. It'll say
there it is. Right shift home. Okay, and I know how this will go. Okay, yep.
Okay, now wait until your engine is fully, your right engine's fully spooled up. Just give it a second.
This is the same as the F-15.
Okay, sweet. Make sure you know your left one, because we're going to do the left one now. So make sure you know your left throttle keybind. Now go back to engine crank, left click on it to go into the left position. Wait until your engine RPM has reached 25%, and then do your left one at 25%. Let me know when that's done. All right.
Yep.
Now go to your MFDs. Start from your left one. Go up to the top. There's a little knob that says off, night, and day.
Yep.
Right click on that twice. Move to the middle where it says there's a knob right under the keypad. You'll see BRT with a knob says BRT.
BRT.
Yep, it's right under IFF and A/P button.
Okay, yep.
Cycle that all the way up. That's your HUD. So that your HUD's going to be displayed. Go down diagonally to the right, and you're going to have your MPCD brightness off, and then BRT. It's a knob.
Yep.
Scroll that all the way up. That's going to turn on your center display. Come to the right MFD, and above it, you're going to have another knob. Turn that to day, just like the other one.
Yep.
All right. So right now what we can do is go to your right, very back right. You're going to see radar and INS. See that?
Hang on. Radar, yep.
Turn that to standby. STBY. Turn your INS to, and don't worry, the APU automatically shuts off. Turn your INS to GND, which is ground alignment. It's just to the right of the radar. Now look at your MPCD. Right, you have a compass rose, and you're going to see a number that counts down. Once that number reaches 0.5, it's going to say OK, and then you can turn that button or that knob from ground to navigation mode. Wait, don't worry about that.
Where am I looking for that?
The bottom, the middle bottom screen, the MPCD. If you look
Yep.
below the aircraft symbol, your symbol, you're going to see GRND, and below that, you're going to see a time limit. That's going to count
Yep.
down to 0.5, but don't worry, we have enough time. We don't have to worry about that. Now go to your right MFD. Now,
Yep.
these are correlated with the OSB button. So at the top right, you see stop.
Yep.
Hit the button above it, and that's going to stop your bit failures from flashing. Also, come to the left, the top left button that's next to FCS dash. I can't read that. MC. Yeah.
Yep.
Click that one, and that's going to prepare it for a bit test. Come to your left MFD. Hit the bottom middle button for menu.
Yep.
Hit the FCS button on the bottom right.
Yep.
Okay, now hit the master caution above it. Hit it one more time to clear it.
Hey, where's master caution?
Right above the MFD. It's gonna be light. It's gonna be lit up for you.
Yep.
Hit it twice.
Twice, did you say?
Yep. Okay, now come to your below the throttle, below the external tank knobs. You're gonna see a reset button next to a big red flap. It's just to the right of a red flap.
Yeah. Okay. Reset.
FCS reset button. Yep. You see it?
Yep.
Press and hold that for 1 second. And then to the left of that, you're going to see rudder trim, and you're going to have a button on top of the trim knob.
Yep.
Press and hold that for 1 second. Okay. Yep. Make sure that you turn on your oxygen. So your oxygen is going to be very far to your left, all the way behind, basically where your elbow would be. It says OBOGs. You see that?
Yep.
Make sure that's on. You're going to hear a beep to confirm. Alright, now what you're going to do is... Now there's a button. There's an FCS bit switch. Actually, first, before we do that, you know where your landing gear handle is?
No clue.
Okay, so
Left
up. Well, you got to see it virtually because I got to show you where the flap is.
Yep.
You see the red landing gear handle on the left? Front left?
That round thing?
The red round thing? It's right above the red jettison thing to the left.
Yep.
Okay, below that is the flaps. Turn the flaps to half.
Yep.
Turn your hook bypass to field because we're not landing on a carrier right now.
Yep.
Now, look all the way to your right, where your elbow would be. You see a little switch there. It's kind of like poking out. It's the FCS bit switch. It's if you see where that little wire is, you see where that wire is. Looks like a telephone cord. Above that, do you see the switch?
What's that? Oh, yes.
Okay, now you're not actually going to use that with the mouse because you actually have to hit the OSB button, but you're going to hold the Y button. So you're going to hold. If you hold the Y button, you'll notice that pulls that switch up. Do you see that?
Yep. Yep.
Okay, now hold Y, and as you're holding Y, hit that OSB button on the right MFD where it says FCS.
Hang on.
Initiate bit test.
On the right-hand side. Yep.
And then once you hit it, it should say in testing. Does it say that on the two on the bottom?
FC. Yeah, on the two bottom ones, correct.
All right. Once it's done its test, you're going to hear a beep to confirm that it's done. Now, next, go to right below your right MFD. You have the standby attitude indicator right next to the radar on the left of the radar warning. Do you see that?
Yep.
There's a red thing saying that it's flagged. Just scroll down. It's caged. Just scroll down with the mouse wheel and scroll back up to match the horizon line, and you have it uncaged. Now we can go back to the INS and make that the selector switch next to radar. Put that to nav mode with a right mouse click.
Wait, which one's this?
The one that we put to ground. We're gonna right mouse click and we're gonna put it into nav, right next to the radar switches on the right there. Remember that we put our radar to standby and our INS to ground alignment.
Yes.
Right.
So where's that switch? That's over
on
here.
The right, the bottom right.
Yep. So we're putting it into a nav mode. Did you say?
Yes. So we're just a right mouse click. That's all.
Yep. Correct. Done.
Okay, make sure that your canopy is closed, which is not. Okay, so your canopy button is
Yeah, I've got that.
if okay.
That's his plan.
Let me close mine. Okay. Also, the shoulder harness. So to the right on the left corner of your seat, there's a little harness knob to the right of the throttle, but to the left of the seat, in between there.
Manual override handle.
No. Wait. No.
Safe.
No. Wait a minute. Is that what it's called? No. 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 Make sure your shoulder harness control handle. It's to the right of the throttle, but to the left of your seat. It's right in between there, like.
Oh, okay. There's just a little.
Yeah.
There's like something I can push.
It pulls forward, which tightens your shoulder straps.
Shoulder harness. There we go.
Yep. Also, so to turn on your radar, this is very important when we're in a real server with threats. Below your MPCD, the bottom screen, look right below that. You're gonna have these little gray buttons. There's about 5 of them.
Right below.
Right below the MPCD, your bottom screen there that shows your map.
Yeah, the 5 buttons. Yep.
Go to the power switch, all the way on the right. Turn that on.
Yes, I see that. Hang on.
That's. So that's gonna be your. That tells you if you're being locked up, if there's a missile coming at you. Very important. Also, for your countermeasures, to the diagonally to the left of that, there's a dispenser switch. Do you see that? It says off. It says on,
yep.
and by just right click it once to turn it on. And now,
which one's it? I've got.
It's right
type?
below.
No.
It's right below the ECM jettison with the yellow and white stripe. Below your MPCD.
Yeah, dispenser. Yep.
Okay, make sure that's set to on. So just a one right click will turn it on. Don't go to bypass. Yep. On is fine. Okay, now we have to deal with communication. So look forward at the UFC, the upfront controller. It's the keypad area.
Yeah.
All right, so there's a UFC selector knob on the bottom left of the entire UFC. Do you see that little, like it's a selector knob? It's right below the COM1, and it's got the number 1 on the bottom left of that keypad area.
Yep.
Okay, move that selector switch backwards with the mouse wheel until you go to M mode. That's manual mode, so you can enter in without.
Is that the knob above or below the display with 1?
The knob below the display with 1.
Okay. So
and if you move it
once and.
Oh yeah, don't push. Wait a minute. Do you see autopilot A/P? The A/P button to the left of that.
Yes, that gray knob thing.
Yeah. Okay, so you'll use your mouse wheel and you'll scroll backwards and you'll literally you're clicking it left and right with the mouse wheel basically. So mouse wheel back until you go to M.
Okay. Yep.
All right. Go to M for manual.
Yeah.
Now hit the CLR button for clear.
Yep.
Cobaletti's tower frequency is 133. Just type in 133, then type in 000. Hit enter. Oh shit! Not with the keyboard. I mean with the keypad on the.
Yeah. Yep. Done. Yeah.
All right. Now use your COM selection, so you can go to, your COM menu, and then go to A-18C Cobaletti request startup. I don't know why it makes you do that. You already started up, but just do it anyway. So go to F5, F1, F3.
Yep, done.
I don't hear your character. I don't hear any communication.
Can you see it on the little?
Huh?
On that. What's going on here?
Explain it to me. What's going on?
I did the call, and I'll do it again.
You got to make sure that you're on frequency 133,000. Double check. Okay, wait a minute. I think I know what's going on. So I have voice attack, which does it for me. Go to your controls. Go back to your controls.
Yep.
Now go down to the C's. Go to C. You're gonna look for COM switch dash COM 1, and that's the keybind that you're gonna use for your COM 1 channel.
Okay. There it is. The right alt backslash.
So yeah, so do that one instead of just the regular backslash, because you're on COM 1. You have two comms in the Hornet.
Okay.
So that will be the COM 1. We can just work on that for now. There it is.
1-1. Request startup.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful. Now go ahead and say request taxi to runway. We're almost ready.
Uzi 1-1. Request taxi to runway.
He takes a minute for the taxi for some reason.
Oh, hang on. We're supposed to like armor up and fuel up.
Oh yeah. So go ahead and actually first before you do that, go to your left MFD. This is a standard.
Yeah.
This is what you would do standardly for a taxi and take off. Go to menu. The bottom middle button. Then go to HUD.
Yep. HUD. Yep.
Then you on the right MFCD go menu. Hit it twice to go to the support page.
Menu twice to go to support. Yep.
And hit FCS on the bottom right. Now that is a. Yep. So that's the basic. It's basically the way you're supposed to have your MFDs situated on takeoff. That's how everyone does it.
Okay. Yep.
All right. So now go ahead and get your skin. I want to see that. I want to see that. So go ahead and go to ground crew, rearm, refuel. Make sure your livery's on the one you want. On the Australian one, because I want to see it.
This one.
Ooh.
Should be.
Is that
it?
Else? I don't know. Let's take a look at it. Hold on.
I thought it was called like Green Monster.
Yeah, that's not the right one, I don't think. Let me. I should have it on here. I'll find the name of it. I forgot the name actually.
Like Grumpy Green or something like that, but I know it was 70th anniversary. Hang on, let me have a look at the file.
I should have it in here.
Hey, it'll be in our conversation. Grumpy Green Monkey. 77th Squadron.
If we can't find it, don't worry about it. We might have to. It might have to be installed in a different location. I can't find that either. And I installed it, but don't worry about it.
Yep.
So
I'll pick something.
Okay. Once you've done picked your livery, make sure what we'll do is we'll just have a fuel tank on the fifth in the center line.
Select loadout.
Oh no! Don't go to select loadout. We'll just. I don't
just
really.
fly around.
Yeah, we'll get you used to the Hornet before you.
Should I put fuel on?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So you see the pylons numbered 1 through. It actually says SMK on the very left.
Yep.
All right, go to the number 5. Right click on it.
Yep.
And you should know what to do. Fuel tanks, and then just put a fuel tank on board. Awesome.
Request refueling. Request rearming.
Okay, you remember where your flaps were?
Yep.
Diagonally to the left, you see landing / taxi light.
Yep.
Go ahead and turn that on.
Refueling complete.
And we're pretty much good to go. I mean, Just wait until they put your fuel tank on and we're ready to taxi. You're gonna get a flight. You're gonna get a flight control warning message when the fuel tank is installed. Don't worry about that. It's normal. You ready to rock?
Complete.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
All right, so we're not going to do much right now. I just want us to, I want you to, because I mean, it's a different aircraft. It's going to have a different flight characteristics. I just want you to get used to it. It's a good way to start. So go ahead and try throttling up. I'm gonna take point. So hold on. Make sure the parking brake is disengaged. The yellow handle below the jettison on the front left panel. You see that?
Yep.
Yellow? Just left click it and then release it. All right, I'm gonna throttle up. And I'll take point, give it a little bit of throttle and see what happens. Awesome. All right. Slow down. I'm gonna take this taxiway to the right here. Make sure you don't run into me. I'm gonna hit the brakes real quick. Make sure you're going slow to make this turn. About the speed I'm going now.
Your lights are out, man.
Huh?
I think your brake lights are out.
My what lights are out?
I'm just being stupid.
Oh.
Alright.
Alright, I'll take the left and you could take right. Oh yeah, there's no brake lights on the aircraft. I get it.
Oh, this is way more stable than the F-15.
Oh yeah,
just on the
turn right.
runway.
Yep. Okay, so
I'm in the middle.
Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. I'm gonna let you take off, and then I'll be right behind you. So for the F-18 takeoff, wait.
And I just got to straighten up. There we go.
All right, yeah, hit the brakes. Okay, so you're gonna hold the brakes down. You're gonna look at that. Okay, so the panel below the left MFD where you started your engines at originally, where you were checking the, that's called the IFE. So from now on, I'm just gonna say IFE. So the IFE, you're gonna see the RPM gauge, and you're gonna throttle up until it says 80%, but you're gonna hold the brakes down. All right.
Until what says 80%? The throttle.
The RPM on the IFE. Yeah, the RPM, it'll say 80.
Yep.
Don't go any higher. Just keep your throttle at 80. And realistically, you would do like a control surface check. You would like move the stick around while I watch you and I make sure that your ailerons and elevators and everything are working properly. Anyway, go ahead and do full afterburner and go ahead and release your pedals to see what happens. Or your brakes. Keep it center, keep it lined up with the runway. Oh yeah, make sure your seat's armed too. I just got that warning. Don't worry about your seat. Don't worry about the ejection seat. Just worry about taking off. So at around 150, yep, it'll go up on its own. Whoa. Whoa. The fuck? I think I was getting turbulence. Oh yeah, I'm getting your turbulence a little bit. Landing gear comes up, so G. Got it?
Yep.
Flaps go to auto. Remember where the flaps are?
Yep.
Those go to auto. Then you can turn your landing and taxi lights off, and then I'll regroup on you. Make sure you come out of afterburner. Go ahead and level with the horizon, and I'll be right with you in formation here in a second. Here, I'm going to try locking you up. Let me know if you get a tone, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to do it properly. There we go. Are you that far away? It won't pick you up? What the hell? Oh, wait. No, that's my radar. There we go. You getting a tone?
Yeah, I'm getting. Yep.
All right, I'm gonna disengage the lock. So that you're gonna hear that when you get locked on. I don't know how the F-15 works, but that's your lock-on tone for your if you're getting locked up by another aircraft or something. What's your speed?
Yep, it's a bit different. 494.
All right, I'm coming up
Wow,
on.
this thing is a lot quicker. I'm just slowing it down a little bit
Okay.
for 80 and decreasing.
She's
Slowly.
fast. She's not as fast as the F-16, but she sure is fast. What's your speed now?
465.
All right.
I see.
Yeah, I'm coming up. See, now you have, I don't know if you did it before, but now you have TACAN, so now we can really navigate easier. When we get far out, we'll do the TACAN for Kobaletti and we'll come back. I'll let you lead, and you'll lead me to see if you can lead me to Kobaletti Airfield. TACAN is very important. It's the Tactical Air Navigation. That's what TACAN stands for, Tactical Air Navigation. And you'll be using it a lot to form up with tankers, carriers, the airfields. I mean, that's how you know where everything is. You just have to have the TACAN frequency. Kobaletti's frequency is 67 X-ray, 67X. There's two bands in TACAN. There's X and there's Y. Usually, Y is for aircraft TACANs like the tanker. But I have those set to X-ray as well because it shows range information, so it helps out. I'm trying to regroup on
Why
you.
doesn't show that?
Why doesn't it show range for Y? Is that what you're saying?
You're saying why doesn't show the range?
Right. So I guess for some reason it's the TACAN inside the aircraft. It's not as accurate as TACANs on the ground. The TACAN's not.
Okay.
It's the operational capacity of a TACAN, and if it's in I'm on your right side, by the way.
Ooh, yeah. This thing is smooth as silk.
Oh yeah.
I haven't touched the joystick in like probably 2 minutes.
Mine's a little. I got to trim her just a little bit. Well, I'm using like a internal. I'm using like an actual physical trim thing wheel on my joystick, just because my joystick's not calibrated properly. But let me get closer to you. Let's see what happens. Nice.
Very nice.
The few, the proud, the Marines. That's what your livery is a Marine Hornet.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find. I know there's a proper like Australian one, activist, or I don't know.
So,
active.
so something I forgot. So, in a real situation, after you take off, you're going to set your radar to operational. So, remember where that INS ground and navigation knob is? To the left of that, where your radar.
INS ground. Yep.
To the left of that, where the radar knob is. Turn that to OPR.
Yep.
OPR. Right click.
Yep.
Okay, so now your radar is working. So now go ahead and on the right MFD, usually it's the right MFD that a lot of people have their radars on. So go ahead and hit the bottom middle OSB button just one time.
Yep. Attack.
Yeah, yep. Attack radar. You should see it. It's the second one from the left top. Yep. And now you're going to have a lot of information. Damn it, I got to trim out a little bit. Hold on. So you're going to have a lot of information there. You're going to have the distance on the top right. If it's soy, you're gonna have. I keep saying soy. It's
So this is the radar that's bouncing left to right.
yeah. That's the Doppler. That's the. It's actually scanning that quick. So you won't see a target pop up until that radar has scanned at that section. It's kind of like a weather radar. You know what I mean? It's a Doppler.
Yeah.
It's, so on the top right, you see it. What number does it say?
20.
20?
Yep.
Okay, so you're scanning out at 20 miles right now. The very top of the radar is 20 miles away. All the way at the bottom of the radar is your current location. Look at the bottom. Okay, the bottom OSB button in the middle, where the menu would be, just to the left of that. Do you see a degree number?
140.
Yep. So your radar is scanning at 140 degrees, and you can change that by hitting the OSB button below it. So go ahead and hit that button, and you're going to go all the way down to 20 degrees. You see that?
Oh, yeah, and it changes. Yep.
Now, the benefit to a lower field of view degree is it has a higher refresh rate. You can tell by how fast it's going, but you have a smaller view. So if you know exactly where your target is in your field of view, if you're going straight towards the target, you can set that to 20, or the next one, which is 40, and you will have a. I don't know why I keep.
Quick.
I'm gonna turn on my autopilot. Hold on a minute. So I'm all over the fucking place. I'm all over the damn place. I don't know what's going on. I want to be able to just not worry about the stick, but it's the calibration. I got fucking old Windows 98 shit.
Okay. That's pretty old.
Yeah, the software that operates it is Windows 98, so I ended up just deleting the software, and I have to deal with it not being calibrated.
Oof. We're getting close there.
I see you. I got you. We're good. Okay, so now that you got the field of view on the radar, you have the range of the radar, which if you see the arrows, you can change the range with the arrows on the top right.
Yep.
Okay. Another thing to mention, on the top left, you see 2B, and then you see the numbers changing?
I see 1B.
Okay, so right now you're on one bracket, or one bar. What that basically means is there's a layer. The radar is coming out of your aircraft like a cone. It's coming out in a cone shape. 1B basically means you have the thickness of your radar. How thick your radar is scanning. You have one bar right now. If you look at the yellow indicator on the radar,
yep,
your radar is scanning at a range of, what's the top number and the bottom number? Well, what's the bottom number
10.
first?
They're both 10.
Okay, so right now because you have one bar, right? So you're scanning at 10,000 feet. That's what those numbers represent. You're scanning right now at 10,000.
Top and bottom, yep.
Yep. So go ahead and hit that bar button, the button above the 1B. And then look back.
Okay, yeah.
And then look back at your indicator.
Yes, I can change that to. Okay, yep.
And
what's familiar with the F-15?
Okay,
so
sweet.
Sort of zoom out, yeah. Okay, and yeah, bring it up and down. So that's 21,000 feet. I'm guessing to 1,000 feet.
Yeah,
range.
Right, exactly. So that's what those numbers always will mean, that you're scanning from your lowest to your maximum altitude.
Okay, awesome. That's helpful.
Yeah. I mean, that's really the basics. We'll get more in depth if we need to, but I mean, if AWACS tells you, you got a bandit at, 20,000 feet, 40 miles, you'll know how to pick them up.
Yep.
Let's see.
I still have not touched the joystick.
Yeah, I'm twiddling it right now, I'm trying not to drift closer or drift away. It's being a pain. I actually like that skin. It reminds me of root beer or something. I don't know. Root beer because
Oh yeah, sort of, yeah. There's a snake on the side.
Well, it's the color. I don't know why. It reminds me of root beer. I think it's like some type of brand of root beer I always used to drink. I don't know. But no, it's still pretty cool colors. It's unique. Okay, so let's look at something else on the MFD. Obviously, you know what HUD is. It's a mirror display of your HUD. Something that's important is the SA page. Hit the menu button once, and then you should see SA on the right.
Whoops, hang on. No, sorry, I've gone to the TAC menu again. This is on the left, MFD.
It doesn't matter. I just did it on my right. You can do it on your left if you want.
Yeah, so sorry, where am I going?
You're going. It is the TAC page. It's the tactical page.
Okay, yep.
And it's on the right. It'll say SA.
Yep.
Click it.
Yep.
Okay. So this is almost like your HSI that's on the bottom. Only obviously there is no map. It shows you a lot of information about your targets, about your friendlies, where your friendlies are. Right now we're not connected to the data link. Go ahead on the upfront controller on where the keypad is below it. Hit the D/L button.
Yep.
Hold the on and off button on the right bottom next to BCN.
Yep. Hold it.
Yeah, hold it until it says on.
Yep. Yep.
And then hit E and T for enter. And now on the SA page, you see a little circle with a dot on the left part of the circle.
Yep.
That's basically me.
Okay. Yep.
So now you have eyes on me. If you were to turn your data link off, I would disappear from that page, and you could try that just to see. If you hold it on and off, I disappear from the data link. It's the Link 16.
Yeah,
it's the Link 16 data system. All right, go ahead and turn that back on.
Okay, there you are. Why are you on my left when you're actually on my right? Or is that facing down? No.
Actually, zoom in. So you see 40 okay, so on the top middle OSB button, you see SCL40. That stands for scale/40 miles. Go ahead and hit that until it goes all the way down to 5. Still doesn't change anything. Never mind. It's still showing that.
Okay. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, awesome. We haven't hit a mountain or anything, so that's good.
Yeah, we got a lot of good coverage. Okay, but anyway, so like I was saying, though, the SA page shows you SAM sites. It shows you the range that they have on you. So you'll see a SAM, and you'll see a dotted line showing don't enter that zone, basically, because you will be in their range, their targeting range. It shows you the targeting range of that SAM site.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it also shows friendly units, etc. We won't get too into it right now. It also, what's important is it'll show you your targeting pod position from an up to down view, which is really great because right now you can't see your targeting pod reticle on the HUD, and it's kind of it's just came out not long ago. They're still updating it, but right now you have to use the SA page to figure out where your targeting pod is basically looking if you're trying to find something in general. But
so this setup right now is sort of another sort of in-flight normal setup now.
What do you mean?
Where I've got the two radars. I've got the two radars going, and the map on the bottom.
Hold on a minute. I gotta make sure I'm trimmed properly. Hold on. Yeah, it should be. What the fuck? Get back up with you. Check your velocity vector and make sure that is directly on the solid lines, the horizon line.
Yeah, no, we've been climbing a little bit.
Check your speed.
232.
Yeah, normal cruise speed for an F-18 would be around like 350, 400. 230 is a little slow for the Hornet. And go ahead and go up to about... So go up to about 350 And I want you to hit the auto throttle button. You remember that button?
T, yes.
All right, yeah. So you'll use that button when you reach 350 knots, and do it exactly at 350, and then it'll stay there. Just don't even touch your throttle afterwards.
Climbing again.
Ooh. Once you reach 350, hit that button. Let me know. Did you hit it?
Yeah, I did, but it's still going up.
Okay, you might have to hit it twice because it bugs out sometimes. So throttle down, throttle back down until you reach 350 and then hit it. And you should, if it engages properly, you should see ATC on the HUD on the right.
There it is. Yep.
Okay, sweet. And what is your speed currently at?
350.
Awesome. I'm going to get up there with you. Hold on. All right. Let me do that. And I'm matching you 350. It takes a second for it to kick in. If you're throttling up and you do it, it'll keep throttling up for a second and then it'll start to go back down. It's mechanical that way. Okay, let me try this autopilot one more time and see if I can do this peacefully without having to fuck around with it. I keep drifting to the left. It's aggravating.
Oh.
Hit the A/P under the CLR clear button on the keypad. You see AP?
The clear button, yep.
You see the A/P
button?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hit it, and you should have 4 items come up on the UFC. That's attitude hold, that's heading select, that's barometric altitude hold, and radar altitude hold. Go ahead and hit B Alt for barometric altitude hold. There you go. You don't even.
Hello.
Yep, you don't even have to worry about. You don't have to.
This is too easy.
Yeah. Yep. It does it for you. It'll stay horizon line level, and mine's acting funny as hell. So what's going on here?
You look like you've got something hanging at the bottom of your plane.
I do.
Like you've still got a ladder attached.
Not on my screen. I don't know why it's doing that. Could just be a